We have a big matchup here today, taking on the number 10 Texas Longhorns team, who just beat us in the SEC championship game. So we have a little bit of revenge here. It's a rivalry game. It's at night. Huge SEC matchup. And let's just get straight into it, as Grant Lionheart will take this about a yard deep in the end zone, takes this up to around the 22, and that's where the offense will start with freshman quarterback Martin Holman getting the second straight start for him. So he hands this one off to Braylon Russell. Russell makes a nice juke move. Braylon Russell's got nobody in front of him. Will they be able to catch him? Russell breaks a tackle and he's all the way to the 74 yards on play one. What a run. Longest run of the season for Braylon Russell. So we hand to Dan Reddick, who fills in because Russell needed a breather. He scores a touchdown, but that is going to be brought back. The worst timing to have a penalty there. Oscar Ford with the holding call knocks us back to the 14. Here comes Russell right back. Russell breaking the tackle down to the 6. He's already got 82 yards on 2 carries. From the 6, give it right back to him. Digging his way forward. He's down to the 2. 3rd and goal. Should we just give it right back to him? That's what we're going to do. But the linebackers are all over, and Texas makes a stop. But we are going to go for it here. 4th and goal from the 2. Just a 3-man rush. He's going to step up on the pocket, and Martin Holman has the touchdown. I was about to say, if we fell short there after a 74-yard opening run by Braylon Russell, that'd be an absolute disappointment. Great start, 7-0 lead, getting us start on this Texas offense led by Edward Hillhouse. And here is Eric Figures. If you remember correctly, he committed to us, I believe, one time and then decommitted to Texas. So even more of a revenge game as Figures takes it, and he's got a first down off the screen pass up to the 32-yard line. This Texas team is taking away a lot of recruits from us, that is for sure. But Brandon Elling, look at the speed. I've said it before. You got to try to go north and south against us. If you go east-west, forget about it. 2nd and 11, getting through in the blitz is Juju Pope. We are the best, pretty much the best sack team in the country. Up front, front 4 were fantastic. We got some speedy linebackers if we bring the blitz. And now 3rd and 20. Hillhouse is just going to go underneath the Figures, who has the grab. Solid game, but well short of the first down, and that's a punt. So the question today, at home, how was this freshman quarterback going to hold up? As Holman just takes it himself, takes a bit of a hit out of bounds, but no penalty there. Obviously, that's what we're rolling with, all freshman quarterbacks, but kind of leaning my way towards this guy, Martin Holman, who takes the sack. And I think he's played so well, but man, we are all freshman quarterbacks so far this year played really outstanding. He'll take it himself again, outrunning the defender on 2nd and 18, and he has enough for a first down. Probably could have won underneath there to treat as green. He decides just to take it. That's Russell with a carry. Very close already to 100 yards. He's got 93 after that 74-yard run. Here comes the blitz. Look out! As Martin Holman will not be able to get rid of it in time, and we're just going to punt. No really reason to risk it here early on for that one. And this looks like a fantastic punt, and it is down at the 5. Cannot complain about that one. So 2nd and 12. They're going to just try to get some room for their punter. Not too much on that run. And now a 3rd and 13. Go back to the run game. And Hasselberg to the outside, and it's going to take a one-on-one tackle from our safety, David Pilgrim, coming down there to make a nice tackle. And with that, because of that punt, look at this field position that we have. It is great starting field position as Benjamin Cologne shaken up for our offensive line. Ezekiel Wire was shaken up last week. 1st and 10, back to the run. A little counter action, and now Dan Reddick is shaken up. We've seen a little bit more injuries this year, that's for sure. Cologne will return soon. We can wrap up the elbow there, but I don't mind it. It happens in football all the time as Gillespie's got nobody out there in the RPO. And he gets down to the 3. Just uncovered. I don't know if they brought a blitz there on the outside. It did not work. So 2nd and goal from the 1. This is Braylon Russell territory. And Russell, it takes 3 Longhorn defenders. And I believe his knee was down just before he got in there. That was close. Oh, 3rd and goal from the 1. You can already see Cologne missing a little bit there as, man, they just absolutely swallow up Russell. And once again, it comes down to a 4th and goal, and they bring the blitz. Holdman looking. He might have had his man, and he gets sacked. If he would have thrown that one quickly over, I believe, to the left, he had a receiver. Just saw that blitz. Kind of got on him. That might be a freshman quarterback mistake right there. So it's still 7-0. Completed underneath, and that could be a roughing the passer penalty, and it will. Kavion Henderson up for Heisman considerations. The season he is having, there is no doubt about it. But a mistake there and a roughing the passer. Gives them the first down, extra 15. Figures now with the carry. And Figures will get into, well, actually, they'll get him right there at midfield, so at the 50-yard line. Best drive for Texas. Go outside. Radunes has got it, and he's got a really good game. The RPO work there. We were missing some. I mean, you can see Ramsey had a chance. Just couldn't bring him down. But a chance to get him off the field here in the 3rd and 7, and that might exactly work. We bring some heat as Hillhouse can't find his receiver. And the field goal is up, and it's just going to sneak in there, and it is good. So 7-3, Texas on the board. Man, we've had 2 really good drives, actually. Just haven't been able to finish it off as we underneath there to Reddick. And Reddick has got some room in front of him. Breakaway speed, and he's gone for the touchdown. What a play by Martin Holdman. I don't know how he got rid of that ball. He finds the receiving back, true freshman to true freshman, Dan Reddick, and he just takes it the rest of the way. Great blocking down the field. 14-3. Honestly, we haven't hit too many big plays this entire season, as that's a wide open tight end. And we're hitting them today. This is a solid Texas defense. One big run, and a big pass play there. We've been hitting some big plays. As we're ready for the RPO this time. I don't know if that was really an RPO or maybe just a swing pass over to Figures, but we're all over it. 3rd and 8. Over the middle, he had his receiver. And Hillhouse, you know what? You get the pressure, that clock starts to get a little bit faster, and you rush your throws. And that's exactly what happened there. But on 3rd and 9, that's caught for more Gillespie, and Texas, just like that, gets a stop. And, yeah, we're going to punt the ball, trust in our defense. And obviously the last punt we just got, I mean, you see if we can get it again. As this one hit well again. This is going to be at least inside the 20, down to the 17. Not as good, but still inside the 20. We'll take it. But we got to trust in this defense. You know, we don't want to give anybody an advantage, really. To the outside, caught. That'll be a first down there for Texas. You know, make these offenses try to have full drives. That's what we want. Oh, cuts it up. Amir Fung with the carry. Another guy I believe we did look at, too. Like I said, Texas has just taken so many guys before. 2nd and 9. Hillhouse steps up, but he's going to run out of time. Samia with the sack. And did they just skip over the 2-minute timeout? That was very strange. Didn't notice that. 3rd and 12. Hillhouse. Nobody open. Samia is there right before Kavion Henderson can. That time, just a great coverage. Great coverage sack. Forcing the punt. And a chance for us to get something here before halftime. But yeah, we're going to have to do more quick passes because their front is really, really good. They're getting pressure. But on 3rd and 1, I think we just hand this back to Reddick, who obviously after the touchdown is a lot better. As Reddick has got it first down, and we're just going to hurry this one up. We still have 2 timeouts left. That was that clock stop to spot the new first down mark. Quick throw over the middle. Probably threw it a little bit too early. We had some time, but said when that pressure starts to get to you, it does really hurry up your thought process in that pocket. Hurry it up again. Holdman steps up. There you go. Find a receiver. There's Matt Yates for the grab, and we'll use our second timeout. So 38 seconds left. Holman, oh, great protection this time. And perfectly to Tradez Green. Man, that was a pancake block there on the outside. Injury on Texas, which helps us because that stops the clock. So we don't have to utilize a timeout or even hurry up. As Holman looking, and he's going to be brought down from behind. I thought we'd be able to utilize that speed, but I'm telling you, this Texas D front is speedy. So we got to use our last timeout, 27 seconds, but we're going to find a speedy guy, maybe the fastest guy on the field, Cross Johnson, in for the touchdown, in a perfect way to maybe end this first half, finding Cross Johnson, who's had a magnificent season so far, and that'll build it up to a 21-3 lead, and I think that's going to be halftime. 21-3 at half. Really, it's just come down to two big plays. I mean, the opening run by Braylon Russell and then the Dan Reddick touchdown pass have been the key plays to this game here today. So we'll see if we can continue that play coming into the second half. This Texas team, you know, is going to give us everything they have. They're trying to stay relevant, trying to stay in that college football playoff. As they start off with the ball, play action, and Hillhouse, oh, he made a great play. He was going to take a hit. He definitely did, and his receiver can't help him out. It's a handoff, and that is Amir Fung with a great carry, finding the space, really patient running. I thought we had him bottled up, but obviously not. And that's a first down run. Now back to Figures. Great cut there by Eric Figures. That is why he was a 5-star recruit. He's got a solid game here today so far, but a big third down. We bring the heat, but he finds his receiver this time. So the blitz can't get home with this one. And Texas on the move. Play action by Hillhouse. He is looking, and he's going to take it himself. He'll slide down before he takes a hit, so he will be just short of the first down marker. Now 3rd and 2. And the ball off, but look at Brandon Elling. Just shooting through the gap there, and he gets through to tackle Eric Figures for a loss. And that's going to hold Texas to a field goal. So a really good drive by Texas, but it settles for 3. What a job. Brandon Elling's having a solid game here today. He has looked outstanding. As look at the carry there by Cliff Beaver, who I've seen running the ball so much. I mean, he's run the ball so well in his limited carries this year, and that's why I think, look at him breaking tackles. We have to get this guy more carries. We really do. You know, maybe he turns more the backup running back. Reddick, you're kind of receiving third down back. Maybe that's where we'll go. As Martin Holden will take off again. And you know what? That's what we've said early in the season. You know, simplify playbook. If you don't see it, you got the legs. Utilize them. Just go for it. As Green over the middle, that's catch. And that's another Arkansas first down. I mean, even with pressure today, he's 10 of 14, 188, 2 throwing touchdowns. Oh, look out. I mean, that was instant pressure. Just a missed block assignment. Just a mistake. This is going to set up a 52-yard field goal, and Prochet drills it. Man, it just feels so much better when you can have a kicker that actually can make kicks. McPherson for so many years was just abysmal. I think he had 79 kick power, 74 accuracy. It never really went up. But Prochet, he misses some here and there, but you know what? That's probably more user error. But that, I mean, as long as we get the meter right, we're good. As another good run there by Texas, but they've had a couple good drives, but they've only settled for 3. As this one is a run, as Fung has got some room. He breaks off 2 more tackles, and Amir Fung is in for the Texas touchdown. Man, talk about breaking tackles. I think he broke at least 3 there at the end. I mean, 2 defenders right on him. He just throws them off, continues the momentum, in Texas right back in this game, only down 11 now, 24-13 with 36 seconds left here in this third quarter. As Braylon Russell, we haven't seen really too much of him since the first quarter. They really have slowed down this run game a bit. They are only bringing 3 here. We got plenty of time to throw. Down the field, that's going to find Cross Johnson for the catch and a first down. And that was really mainly due to a 3-man rush, allowing us to sit back there, allowing that route to develop. Worked out perfectly. As this one, we didn't wait at all. Just underneath and just beating him off the line of scrimmage is Green with another fantastic catch. First down into the fourth quarter, trying to add to this lead. 1st and 10, and that is not going to work. They are all over it. Walker McCary makes the stop in a 3rd and 14. Just got to be careful here. Look up the middle, and Holtman is going to go down. 6th sack for Texas. But Greg Prochet does it again, drills the field goal, adds 3. So a 14-point game with 7:05 left. Biggest drive of the game here for Texas. Underneath the Butler, has the grab, but short of the first down. Obviously, 4-down territory, no doubt. So they can run, but wait a minute. Movement up front's going to be a false start. That is absolutely huge. Now, more than likely, you are going to drop back to pass on 3rd and 7. Hillhouse to throw. And that's knocked away. Great job by the defender there on the outside. And here we go. 4th and 7. This field position, that could be your game. Hillhouse. Down the field. It's picked off. Pilgrim there with the interception. That is absolutely huge. And will take over at the 36. Honestly, he probably should have just knocked that down. We got the ball well back near like the 15, 16-yard line. But you get those stats, you get the interception. Okay, if we can get a touchdown here, I mean, that would be maybe ball game. So second, they bring the blitz to the wrong side of the field. And Martin Holman takes off. He sees that open lane. He's got it. Down to the 18-yard line as we continue to roll this clock off this game. Back to Braylon Russell. Up the middle. Russell 1st down to the 7. Like I said, a field goal probably... And a field goal puts it a 3-score game, but touchdown, it's well over. Over the middle. Caught! Orkalipsky with the grab, with the touchdown. And I think we can put this one away now. We can... end this game 34-13 at the moment, but you never know, what could happen in these wild rivalry games. Texas, Arkansas, SEC, play it down to the wire. That's Hillhouse to throw. Underneath, caught. We got to play everything underneath of us, nothing over the top. We don't want anything crazy. So it skipped the 2-minute timeout. Is that the second time that has happened in this game? That's very strange. There's really no break. They just hurry up and it goes right through. Interesting. Maybe that's something, a little glitch or something. I'm not sure. Oh, Hillhouse, what are you doing? What are you doing there? As Tyrone Burt cleans that one up for the sack. They're trying to keep those timeouts. Obviously, you're going to need them. Hillhouse to throw. Takes off himself, looking down the field. Just throws that one away. Probably should have picked up some yardage with his legs. Just trying to, conserve some time. 3rd and 14. Over the middle. That one is caught. So a 4th down and 5. I would say you don't get this. I doubt they call timeouts down 3 scores. And that's probably your game. Hillhouse looking, runs out of time. Von Weil will end this game. The 5th sack for this defense. Texas had 6. But that will do it. 34-13 is going to be your final here today. And I don't know if it was like an easy win. Like I said, we had 2 really big plays to help out those touchdown drives. And we just adjusted. Their defensive front was so good. We had to utilize quick throws. We had to just get Martin Holman out of there. The run game, if you look at Braylon Russell, he had 122, but he had 74 on 1 carry. So you take away that carry, this run game really didn't do a whole lot. Cliff Beaver did the most. He had 4 broken tackles and 5 carries. So they really halted our run game a little bit. We were just very efficient offensively, and that's what we've been. And then obviously you just rely on this defense, which is the best defense, I would say, in college football. Our front is so good. Our linebackers are fantastic. I mean, our secondary is stacked. We have just stacked this defense to be an unreal defense. As James Quinteranio, the middle linebacker out of Tennessee, will commit to us. Eric Nagy, another middle linebacker from Texas, 4-star. He commits. Jared Wisniewski, tight end from New Mexico. He commits. Austin Rawls, tight end, commits as well. So what a week. That was a big visit week. 4 commits. Man, we probably don't have too much left on our board. Jackson's probably going to Oregon. Probably can get Brian Price. So looking at it, we have 4 guys left. That's it. So we have 15 commits right now. 4 guys left on our board. And yeah, I think Jackson's definitely going to Oregon. Everybody else I think we probably will get. And I don't even know if I really need to add any more, just due to the fact that, you know, the roster's already going to be big enough. So we remain number 1, obviously, with the win over Texas. UCLA beat Ohio State. They jumped to 2. USC is the only one. They dropped down 1 spot because they are on a bye. Oh, NC State lost to Louisville. They dropped down to 10. You can see Ohio State did drop down to 12 after losing to UCLA. You know, they're big disruptions in the standings right now. I mean, Texas drops. Bama lost to Mississippi State. So they dropped down to 20. Man, how did you lose to Mississippi State? They are not a very good team. Sam Houston still unbeaten at 9-0. Remain the 4th team in this college football playoff. Georgia Tech 3, USC 2, UCLA, West Virginia 5-12, Michigan, Utah, Oregon, Notre Dame, and then Georgia, Iowa, and that will be our next matchup. This will be the toughest game of the season. Georgia is absolutely fantastic. They've only lost once this season. They are the number 5 team in the country, and we have to go to them. This is going to be the game. How will our freshman quarterbacks hold up? This will be the toughest test to see, you know, are we... Oh, I mean, our defense is free, no doubt, but this is going to be the toughest test. This is going to be a big, big, big game. But that is going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.